Say Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai, Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahushai. First and foremost, want to give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kwadash Raka. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule well at Great Millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Akiums and the folk on the earth to pushing the gospel in sincerity and truth. Shalom. This evening, come and next lesson to feed the church of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the 144,000 and the 1/3 men, women, and children, and the confusion of faces that scattering our folk on the earth. I want to touch on a couple of articles that pull up that we're going on throughout the earth. The uproar, the people, or different or great in diverse places. These is the sign that the Most High tell Ezra, the prophet Ezra, right? And when you see these signs, knowing that there's the Most High begin to visit the world at which He made. So the Most High visiting this world, right? California, the whole last year there was fighting with fire. The Most High sent fire in the place, and I think 2 days ago, I think it was Tuesday. Yeah, the Most High sent a mudslide, and drunk them out, right? So the Most High visiting this world, because this is a wicked world, right? This is in it's a protest in Tunisian, right? Tunisian is a revolution protester with a sign that say Ben Ali get lost in French subsequent, right? It's a protest against the interim Islamic lead constituent assembly. So government agree to resign and engage in dialogue discussing the country new transition, because this president, I think, is Yusuf, I can't remember his next name, was Yusuf something, no, that I ain't too sure if the president is the president named Yusuf. I can't remember. I read that quote, I can't remember. But what's it about is that taxes gone up, things more taxes added on stuff, so the people then protesting, things being harder and harder every day, and it can get harder than this, and this will gonna cause uproar in every land, because things gonna get hard, and this economy gonna collapse, and you're gonna be seeing more of this, you're gonna see more of this, people, a lot of uproar in the place, right? It said Tunisia protests 100 arrests after fourth night of unrest, right? It said Tunisia protests authority accused of indiscriminating crackdown, right? So this is what's going on right now, because these people fed up with this puppet government, right? So a lot of these people, they're angry because they're being oppressed, they're being oppressed, they're being played for fool by the puppet leader, and the people eyes opening now and seeing that these leaders are puppet, and these leaders sell out, right? So the people rising up now. The Most High stirring up the whole uproar, the people in the land, because the Most High visiting this place. The Most High gonna bring great judgment on Babylon, right? The Most High gonna wipe wickedness from off the face of the earth, because the whole earth is polluted with wickedness, right? There's only wickedness. This is what happened in Tivoli. The Palestinians them protesting against these devil, right? Because the land of Israel is neither the Arabs' land nor the so-called Jewish people land. That's the land of the Israelites, right? That was given to our forefather Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right?
Streets of Tel Aviv
It said Bibi go home, thousands take to the street in Tel Aviv, demanding Netanyahu resign. Netanyahu is the prime minister of Israel, right? Another devil, right? So you're gonna run this clip and show that there's no uproar all over the place, even in America, with the different protest group, Black Lives Matter, oh boy, and they ain't coming to mind, but a lot of different protest group, protesting for different things, the anti-Trump gang. Right now they ain't coming to mind, but there's a lot of uproar around the place. You see in different places like earthquakes and all these things, like in Honduras at a 7.6 magnitude, and last year 2017 Mexico, Finland, certain parts of the world, was erupted by a lot of earthquakes, right? And there's this sign that the Most High give to Ezra, the uprooted people, and earthquake in diverse places. Even Yahweh shall give the sign. We say when you see wars and rumors of wars, earthquake in diverse places and uprooted people, these are the signs that we know that we close, we snow to this place, right? So let's run this video.
Thousands have marched through the streets of Tel Aviv in Israel, demanding the resignation of the country's prime minister over mounting corruption allegations. The protesters were carrying placards and shouting slogans denouncing the government. RT's Murat Gazdiev picks up this story.
For 6 weeks now, Israelis have been demonstrating against the Prime Minister, the Crime Minister, as they've affectionately nicknamed him. Not just in Tel Aviv, the capital, but now growing all over Israel.
Corruption always been here for the last 2 years. Everybody's talking about him. It's coming up all the time to the media.
There is a feeling that the government is corrupt and puts its interests before those of citizens.
Netanyahu's government is corrupted 10 out of 10. They're tired of it. I don't think he's going to get elected again. It's enough.
There are 2 publicly known cases against Netanyahu. In the first, his wife and he are alleged to have accepted illicit gifts, tobacco from a Hollywood jury, champagne for the lady, and fine cigars for the gentleman. Case number 2. Netanyahu reportedly struck a deal with a major newspaper where, in return for more favorable coverage, he would weaken a rival newspaper using his office and powers as prime minister. Serious allegations. Stuff like this has put people in jail. You think Bibi's scared?
If there will be recommendations by police to indict, so what? Here's a fact I doubt the public knows. The vast majority of police recommendations end with nothing. More than 60% of police recommendations are thrown out.
He, of course, denies everything, just like his predecessor, Ehud Olmert. Also denied ever taking bribes, even as he was handcuffed and convoyed off to jail. Bibi doesn't care. Police can recommend whatever they want. It's only if the state prosecutors decide to act will he face trouble, and he seems sure they won't.
They knew a year ago, even before the investigation. Why did it take a year? A waste of time and public funds.
There's more, of course. Questions about Netanyahu's connections, how Bibi's cousin ended up in the middle of a controversial billion-dollar deal to buy German submarines. You know how these things. But isn't it amazing how a man can be so flippant about corruption allegations against him and so righteous about corruption allegations against others?
Brave Iranians are pouring into the streets. They seek freedom. They seek justice. I wish the Iranian people success in their noble quest for freedom.
Netanyahu declares he supports protesters against other corrupted regimes, like in Iran. But here, he tried to manipulate and put down all the criticism against him, while he's really holding a corrupted government.
Police are still months away from issuing an official recommendation on whether to try Netanyahu or not, but Bibi's allies are striking back. They've passed through legislation that would forbid police from making any public recommendations on whether people should be taken to court. Netanyahu's a survivor, Israel's longest-serving prime minister. He has weathered and survived plenty of scandals, and next time this law will make it even easier. Under the Israeli law, the Prime Minister does not have to resign even if he is indicted and even when he is standing trial. Only after he has been convicted in a certain district court in Jerusalem and after his appeal has been denied by the High Court, which could take 2 years or so. But this is only the legal point. From the public and political points of view, there will be a lot of pressure on him to resign or at least step aside for a while once he is indicted.
Thousands of...
Yeah, so, there's a sign that the Mosai, gave to Ezra, in the uproar of the people and earthquake in diverse places, and then we see the uproar of the people in Tel Aviv, Netanyahu, the scene is nakedness now. The scene is corruption. All these government corrupt, all these government around the world, they corrupt, they are a bunch of, so these leaders are corrupt, and once you're not on the team, the Rockefeller team, they assassinate them, so we seen it going on in Tiwani, right, which is they looking to overthrow the king, which is the president or the prime minister, right. This is 2 Ezra 9:1. He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, right. So the sign, are we measuring these signs? We watching these news, right? These different news outlets, happening around the world, and that's how we can know the sign that the Most High gave the sign. He said, measure the time diligently in itself, and when thou see the sign, right, the sign pass, which I have told thee before. So the Most High told me about these signs before through his prophets, his holy prophets. And all the prophets of the Most High are Israelites, right? The Most High revealed the secret unto the prophets, right? This we do. He revealed it unto his prophets, right? Get a quick in Amos, right? So the prophets know these signs because the Most High give these signs to the prophets, right? This is Amos. This is Amos chapter 3 verse 7. It says, surely the Lord power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants, the prophets. Right? So the Most High reveal these secrets to the prophets. So he tell these prophets, look for these signs and prophesy. Tell them what's gonna happen before it happened. That's really what prophet mean, to tell before. Right? Yeah, you know what I mean? It's this is 2 Ezra chapter 9 verse 1. He said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Right? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquake and uproars of the people in the world, right, then shalt thou well understand. When the prophet can understand, and this is the signs that the Father gave us. This is the signs that the Father gave to his prophet, right? The elect, the 144,000, they can speak of these things. Everything that's written in this book, they can speak of it. They can look for these signs, right? And thou shalt well understand that the Most High speak of those things from the days that were before, right, before thee, even from the beginning, right? So the Most High saying, we see the uproar of the people, earthquake in diverse places. We know that this This is we in the last day, we close, right? Even our Lord and Savior Yahushua said the same thing to his disciple, right? But it's similar. He give a similar sign, right? We can get that. Matthew 24, right? This is Matthew chapter 24, right? Matthew chapter 24 verse 3. He said, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciple came unto him privately, saying, Tell us, when shall these things be? And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? The sign of Yahushua coming, end of the world, the end of the so-called white man rulership, right? He said, and Yahushua answered and said unto them, Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, and for many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed. I am anointed. The word is Christ there, but the word Christ means anointed, right? Or a Mashiach, right? And shall deceive many. Yeah, many are already deceived, following these idiots, like these black conscious community, different religion and doctrine, right? They get deceived by these things, right? Verse 6, he said, and he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, we hear about wars and rumors of wars. Ping Young Jung say he have a button at the desk. Trump said the same thing. You see Russia, this nation, Iran, India, Pakistan. You see these nations preparing for war. You hear the speaking here that they're going back and forth, boasting on the nuclear power, right? We hearing these things, right? These are the signs, right? He said, verse 6, Matthew 24 and 6, and he shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that he be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. You see that? Nation against nation, kingdom against kingdom, right? He said, and there shall be famine and pestilence and earthquake in diverse places. An earthquake in diverse places. We can see famine. A lot of famine start. Venezuela got famine. These islands get hit with Hurricane Katrina and all these hurricanes that happened last year. These islands are suffer famine. Dominica, Antigua, these places, Bermuda, and Antigua, Bermuda. There's Antigua and Bermuda. These places be destroyed. Puerto Rico, right? These places destroyed, right? Verse 6 he said, all these are the beginning of sorrow. In the time of sorrow, beginning of sorrow. Look what the Most High do to California, Sin City. There's heavy judgment the Most High bring on Sin City. You devils gonna feel it, right? So these are the signs, right? And you see the people have no respect for the king no more. They have no respect for the king, right? People have no respect for the king, right? And there's a prophesied in the scriptures. This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15 verse 4. He said, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, because all this is the beginning of sorrow. This is the beginning of sorrow. It can get worse more than this, right? We can be seeing uproar all over the place. We can a lot more earthquake. So okay, we can be hearing about and seeing, a lot of deaths, famine, economic collapse. All these signs we can be seeing, right? He said, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people, right? Nation against nation, right? This we can see race war, right? Race war. Because right now we're going on in Tavali, Tel Aviv. So like Tel Aviv, we're going on in Tel Aviv. There is the Arab against the Amalek, right? Which is the so-called Jewish people. It's Judea coming against nation, rise up against nation, right? This will be seen right there too, right? He said, for a sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another people, and sword in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, They shall not regard their kings nor prince. They shall not regard the prime minister. They gotta step down. They want them to step down. Right? In Tunisia, the prime minister to step down because the people say life hard. Everything just keep going up. So they want him to step down. Just like Netanyahu, they want him to step down too. Right? They have no respect for them. They want to go. Right? It's for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor their prince, and he said, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. Yeah, they gonna fight. They not gonna regard no police, nothing. Because the people fed up being oppressed. But this is all the sign that's shown that the Most High visiting this place, right? The Most High visiting this earth, right? There's a sign that the Most High gave to the prophet Ezra, right? Show that he visiting this earth, right? He said, and a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Yeah, a man gonna desire to go to a city and can't go because of race war. He ain't gotta stay with the race. And all you niggas who like to say, oh, we always want people. When the time comes, you gotta stay with your people. You can't go line with your white friend, right? You Latins and native, and your white friend, you gotta stay with the so-called Negroes because we are one people. You so-called Negroes, Latin and Native American Indian, we are one people. You gotta stay with your race and your nation, right? This is how you can get. You might get a family in a city and want to go. You can't go there, right? He said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. Yeah, because of the pride. These people in this world today, very prideful. Right? He said, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and the house shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. And there's the time we're coming into. Right? Men shall be afraid. A lot of these men out who playing a big and bad gonna be like girls in those days. Right? They're gonna be like girls. They're gonna cry and snot tears like bitches. Right? This is judgment of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Right? And we see uproar people who are quaking diverse places, wars and rumors of wars, signs in the heaven. We had a eclipse, a solar eclipse, right? So-called last year, and since the eclipse thing is heavy judgment on Babylon. Right, so these are signs that we are the end. We close, right? So we keep pushing, keep being diligent, keep being sincere. Soon out here, as our apostles say, this might be our last pass. He hoping and praying that this be our last Passover on this side, and he hoping and praying that to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, the next Passover be in the kingdom of heaven, And with that, we bless Edification. We want to give our praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles and elders who rule with a great millstone, and a blessed sanitation to the Yakiyums in the four corners of the earth. Shalom to the elect.